Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, December 20th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer. Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. A recent nationwide TikTok trend inspiring school threats has hit home in Flagler County. Karen Johnson reports.
Recently, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office was notified of a nationwide TikTok trend alluding to possible threats in schools throughout the county. FCSO's Homeland Security section immediately began monitoring various social media platforms that alerted deputies to a potential school shooting at Indian Trails Middle School. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Sheriff's detectives in our Homeland Security section immediately started investigating the case and using investigative techniques, arrested a 13-year-old for making these threats.
Sheriff Staley says saying a threat is a joke is not an alibi. It's about zero tolerance.
Please be the sheriff in your home, or we will be the sheriff for you with severe consequences of an arrest.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Cases of COVID-19, hospitalizations, and deaths are all up in Florida. Amy Cherry has details.
Flagler County, while faring perhaps a bit better than other parts of the state, is not immune. Health Officer Bob Snyder.
We've seen an uptick the last 5 weeks in a row. We had 79 cases reported this past week. Total cases, 14,715 for Flagler. Total deaths, 277. Now, hospital admissions was 6. And keep in mind, that compares favorably to the end of August when we had over 100 on some days.
14 students and 2 staff in Flagler schools were among the new cases. Snyder says the Omicron variant could drive a further uptick in cases.
It is doubling every 3 days, so it soon will be dominant around the country. You know, it's not as severe, but very, very contagious, and it's a little bit better at evading immunity compared to Delta. So, again, the bottom line is everyone, please get vaccinated, get that Pfizer or Moderna booster, get those 3 shots, those mRNA vaccines, because that'll afford us all with the best protection.
Dr. Stephen Bickle, Flagler County's medical director, says Europe is a good indicator of what could occur with Omicron here.
Their death rates are staying pretty low. They're not upticking. Some of it's, there's going to be a delay, but their deaths look really low. And that scenario where maybe we don't have to panic as much. Maybe, the caseload goes up, but death rates don't. The problem for that is we have a relatively low, compared to other developed countries, vaccination rate. And so if Omicron, it replicates in the body extremely quickly, especially in the upper airways. So if it hits an unvaccinated person who has got comorbidities like diabetes, etc., middle-aged, it can put you right in the hospital.
68% of Flagler County residents have had at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccine.
If you're not vaccinated, the chance of you getting Omicron are really high. And if you think you can ride it out, more power to you, but this is a really time to reassess your risk if you've been on the fence.
You can get vaccinated or get your booster in a drive-through clinic at the Flagler Executive Airport, Monday through Wednesday. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
A career felon with more than 40 arrests in Florida is back behind bars after Flagler County deputies handcuffed him Friday. Deputies tried to pull over a speeding Maserati at West State Road 100 and West Black Point Road, but the driver fled. They say Davis Howard Jr. continued to drive recklessly on I-95, so they deployed stop sticks at State Road 100, bringing his vehicle to a halt. Let's take a listen to what happened next.
Put your hands up! Put them up! Now! Keep your hands where we can see them! Keep them out! Keep your hands where we can see them!
The pills were in the driver's door.
More pills.
Is this weed?
What's up, man? You got perks? And he does.
Deputies say they found 200 oxycodone pills, pot, and $5,500 in suspected drug money in that vehicle. Howard Jr. was arrested on charges that include drug trafficking, fleeing in disregard for safety, and driving with a suspended license. The latest unemployment figures are out in Flagler County. Rich Petchke takes a look.
The Florida Department of Economic Opportunity reports that November's unemployment rate was 4.1%. That makes it 3 months in a row that the rate's below pre-COVID-19 levels. President and CEO of the Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce, Greg Blose, says things are trending in the right direction.
Last month, we created 171 jobs, or at least 171 residents found work in Flagler County, and the number of unemployed residents dropped to below 2,000 last month as well. And so it appears that residents are moving out of the unemployment line and into locally available jobs.
Blose says the county is poised to add even more jobs.
All this comes on the heels of a great month or two of positive announcements for jobs and businesses coming to our community and investment in our community. So really feeling good about the future of Flagler County from an economic perspective, and definitely these numbers are great news.
The chamber plans to keep the community informed of what's to come and how to work with the trends. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
What makes a nearly retired fire chief want to move to Flagler County?
Percy Sales says he and his wife wanted to be near family. Sales was a recent guest on the Flagler Voice and said that he spent nearly 30 years as the fire chief in Broward County.
We're in the process of transitioning up here in this area, and I saw an opportunity for a deputy fire chief position in Flagler County, and I still had the itch, and I think I had a couple of things that I could offer, and I applied for the position.
Sales says they moved to Volusia County first. He said he's originally from Eustis, Florida. You can listen to the Flagler Voice on Saturday mornings at 8:30 here on WNZF. Tomorrow, what does the new deputy chief have planned for the county? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.